I've got one of the presenters who's going to be presenting tomorrow. Courtland Butts, how are you today?
I'm well. Thank you for asking.
So we've had folks come through here at lunchtime. Everyone's taking a break, getting a little food, digesting what took place this morning. Now you're presenting tomorrow, but before we go to what you're going to talk about, tell us your thoughts on what you heard on stage today.
Well, I was really inspired, honestly, by the people that went up on stage today. Their stories actually had me want to augment my own story, and not in a way that I'm competing, but more in a way that says they gave me some inspiration with the way that they phrased things that captured how I felt, but I didn't have the words for it at the time, but they did. And I said, yes, that's it. Thank you for putting me back in this place.
So you heard from them this morning. You're going to be presenting tomorrow. Can you tell us a little bit about that process? From how did you get brought to BIF in the first place?
Sure. We're actually involved with BIF on some other projects. And one of the projects that we are working on them with is a project called T4E, Teachers for Equity. And that's an equity project where they've collected teachers from all around the country to work on racial equity issues within their school districts. And BIF basically said, look, we're really good at human design, but we could be better at having courageous conversations about race, which is what our company does. And they said, if we partner together, we think we can put something really innovative together for the fellows that apply for this grant.
So how just influential has this been working with BIF?
One of the reasons why that I came here away from my job is because I've met so many connections since I've been here that even my company has 3 contracts just with working with BIF. So you talking about influence, they spread their wings pretty good. And it was just, hey, this is Courtland. Hey, do you do this? Connection, contract.
They are all about the connections. That is indeed. We have Saul Kaplan on every Monday. We call him Mr. Innovation. So we spoke with him at lunchtime today. You're going to be heading back to listen this afternoon. Give us a little preview as to what you're going to be talking about tomorrow.
Tomorrow, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, our company, Courageous Conversation, specifically Courageous Conversation about race, we actually provide a protocol and a training that says if you're going to talk about race, in what ways can we do it where it's engaging, sustaining, and then we can deepen the conversation. And the thing is, everybody shows up with their own protocols, if you will, but if we can agree on this one, we can get to where we actually need to go. The first level engagement, you know what, you just show up with your personal experience. Sustaining says, hey, we got to come up with some rules because we're about to go deeper. And then the deep part is, in what ways has social dominance or other types of power influences pushes this conversation? And so we take people through that process.
Okay, you heard a little preview of it here during lunch at BIF on day 1. Day 2, Courtland Butts is going to be here tomorrow, so I appreciate it. Wish you a good afternoon. I'll let you go. Thank you, sir. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay.